welcome back to another episode of Mad Trippin'. On this episode, take a journey with me as I visit the petting zoo at the Arizona State Fair. And as always, please click that subscribe button and trip over that like icon. Are you ready? Let's start tripping. This is something to do to get you out of the heat a little bit, into some air-cooled space. It's free, and you can look at the animals, and sometimes they have events going on in here. So we'll come in and take a look at the cows. These are farm animals. These are some pretty-looking cows. The sign out front said it was a petting farm, a livestock exhibit, and farm tours. I was there on Thursday in the late afternoon, so there wasn't much going on. So I just took some video of some, well, pretty much whatever they had in there. A couple of tractors, a milk truck, and just only a couple of animals, but we'll go through here and see which animals they had. I'm sure on the busier nights or on the nights where they have planned exhibits, you're going to see a lot more animals. I don't know if this is the same building that they had it in when I was a kid. If I'm remembering right, it seems like it was one of the longer buildings, and then like you would expect maybe like a dairy farm to be, where there's a pathway in the middle and farm animals on each side, and then when you got to the end, they had one corner areaed out for like more of a petting zoo for little kids, children. So we're coming through right now. Like I said, it's late in the afternoon. The animals were pretty tired, kind of keep to themselves. It wasn't that crowded in there. So we saw that they had a couple cows, sheep, goats. They have signs out in front of the cages, which I'll eventually get to and show you the animals that were in there, but I like this part here. That goat was not going to let him up there. That one on top, he has a long goat tee. Get it? Goatee? Okay, that was fun. I'll keep moving on. We have some chickens! Somebody that had chicken as a pet made a pretty good pet. Of course, they have a lot of free space to roam. But it hung around, you know, it listened, it understood things. I wish they would have more of these type of displays out. More colorful, maybe more posters or something, but I like going in there and reading up on the information. This is kind of your downtime at the fair when maybe you need to get away from the noise, the music, the crowd, the heat. You can go into either this area here where they have the farm exhibit animals, or you can go over to the shopping center pavilion or the hangout, where it's like another little shopping pavilion. Again, it was a Thursday night, so when you see that video, both of those, it was real kind of calm and slow in there. Most of the activity from the fairgoers was outside around the rides and the games. And the food, of course. I love this old milk truck. I couldn't tell you if that's a real milk truck that they used back then. I should have read the sign. Or if it's custom made more modernly, I guess. Here's some big old cows. Little storyboard up there that shows you how the meat is produced. Farm to table. Recording this video from home, as you can probably tell, after I went to the fair. These are Hereford cows, how would you say it? I want to say Hartford, but that's not right. Hereford. But I'm doing it at home. I didn't want to talk real loud and have my voice echo inside there. There really wasn't that many people in there. This cow looks like he's waiting to get a little something.
Hello, beautiful.
I don't know what's going on here. Those are big cows, and I know they get bigger. I don't know if those type of cows get bigger, but I've seen bigger cows. She's looking at me like, haha, I let him pet me and I walked away from you. Some more cows over here. I'm guessing this is definitely done differently in the buildings than when it was, or a different building altogether than the one that I saw as a kid. Again, it seemed like it was more like an actual barn. Could be wrong. It could have always been held in this room. It was just laid out differently. There's the mule. Somebody was looking at him, so I'll come back to him a little bit later. I think it was actually a miniature donkey, if I remember the sign right. As you can see, the crowds are thin, so nice time to go in there. It was probably about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right around there. The weather was okay for the day. For a while there was a nice breeze. There was about an hour there where the breeze just stopped and it got a little warm. A llama. I know that llamas spit on you, so I did not want to stay too close to this llama and get too friendly and have him surprise attack me. That would be my luck. I would think he's being all nice and cute to me and then surprise with a wad of spit in the face. It's all covered in his sawdust or hay or whatever it is. Again, you can tell the animals are kind of tired and docile, so this is probably towards the end of the day. Bunch of people's hands petting them. They're probably done for the day. Aww. They're so cute and cuddly. You just want to pet them. And we're going to move on over here. What do we have here? Here we have some goats. A boar goat. I have to look that up and see if any actual goats there are. These are boar goats, if I read that right. See, just kind of tired, hanging out. Full bellies from the hay. Just one goat. It's not in this cage. I think it's in the other one. I showed it at the very beginning where he's just standing there staring to the left. He did that for a while. I don't know. Did he sleep like that or was he on something? This guy. Oh, so it was a sheep. A Dorper sheep. Dorper sheep. You'll see, not these guys. The guy on the left, the whole time I was in there, he just stood there. Like he's tripping on something. Should have showed him a little bit later on. I don't know if I do or not, but the whole time he was just standing there staring that way. I'm guessing that's something they normally do. Maybe because they're in a cage, I don't know. Or he's sleeping. But everybody else just seemed chilled and relaxed. Okay, we got Berkshire pigs. These are huge. Look at him. He's a big old guy. You can tell he's worn out for the day. Of course, when there's nowhere to go in that cage, I think that's all I would do is just kind of lay there. I'd get a little tired of people wanting to pet me. Sheep or goats over there, I don't know. Waiting for people to move so I can get a bird's eye view inside this cage. What do we got? Okay, they're away. The Hampshire pigs, which looks like the other pig. Okay, sort of, maybe a little smaller. I don't know, different colorings maybe. But they're awfully cute. He is a cute little guy. Oh, he is a cute big guy or gal. I don't know which one it was, male or female. Okay, we're gonna walk back over now. Maybe they're done with the donkey. Maybe. Yeah. What do we got here? We got a miniature donkey. He looked a little worn out too, like he was done with his day. Like, all right, man, if you're gonna pet me, just hurry it up and get it over with. I don't know how long I'll be here. Oh, but he's a good donkey. All the animals are very docile. They let you pet them, so there must be something that they're used to. So I read him that way, I thought, just gave him his little 2 pets and left. What is that? A Corrales cattle? Yeah. Okay. Couldn't tell you what it is. Just a big cow. We've already, oh, this is the little miniature grandstand area. I'm assuming this, if they had like a livestock show where they sold livestock, that's the area where they would do it, where you could bid on them or something. Here's that Holstein cattle. Oh. Is that a dairy cattle? Is that what that is? She's beautiful. He or she. So over to the left is where they, I believe they have the shows, bring them in from the garage areas there and then auction them off. What we got here? A Jersey cow. Oi! Got a Jersey cow. So beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. That is a loving cow. That should be somebody's pet. Somebody should buy it, put it as a pet. Oh. It's just so loving. There's little kids around it, and it just does not seem to mind. I'm going to walk through the stage area. Over in the corner, you see those garage doors there. Over in the corner is the petting zoo for children. You can actually buy food and feed the animals and pet them. It's like a nice little area over there for the kids. I forget what the prices were. I should have went back and looked. I'm an amateur at this. We'll get better. Little photo opportunities. Just a couple. Just that one and then the pig and the cow outside, I believe. Oh no, they have this frame one here. That frame one is around the fair 4 or 5 different times at least. Different spots. I know we're going to come look at the little baby chicks here in a minute. This might be them right here. Oh no, these are the little piggies. Prepare to see something cute. There are 3 little piggies there, believe it or not. You know, you see 2 little piggy butts in there. You had the one see them popping out in the food container. They're so cute. Oh, just like a dog. This year, just like a dog. I don't know how big they get. That's one thing you have to worry about if you want a pet pig. Although I hear, someone told me, they make good pets. That's the station to stand at right there where they get their water if you want to get a good shot of them. They are adorable. Alright, as we leave the bunnies, we're going to come on over to the last stop of our tour inside the animal exhibit area at the Arizona State Fair. Again, it was a Thursday, late afternoon. I probably missed all the fun stuff. Or they just weren't, it didn't seem like there was really much as far as exhibits going on that day. In the grandstands, I didn't see anything going on. And then here in the exhibit, which seemed to make sense, it wasn't really that busy of a day. Probably maybe a third of what they would get on a Friday or a Saturday as far as people. And that'll bring us to the end of our episode here. And before we go, we'll show you the little baby chicks, which are just absolutely adorable. Where are they over here? A couple of them eating and a couple of them getting underneath that heat lamp for warmth. Oh, they're just so adorable. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Much appreciated. I'll have a couple more videos here coming up on the Arizona State Fair. Hopefully I can get down there one more day before they close and make another video, show you more of the rides and stuff. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated.